rolling audio in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the way we always do it. Now I'm getting used to this, and hopefully we will get clearer by the day. I mean, I was clearer yesterday as well. You know, check this, guys, man. I'm chuckling. So what can we speak about today? I know I have to be a little more clear than what I was yesterday. Yesterday it sounded like I was murmuring something. But I know I got to be a little more clear. Come on. And I know I can definitely be a little more clear. You know, as long as... Whoa. Plenty of stories to say. I mean, we can talk about endless things like I told you before. But we have more work to figure out and configure. You know, how's everybody's mood today? Well, mine is none like the other day. I mean, mine is always like every other day. I mean, the mood control pill. I don't have that. You know, but what I have is a little bit of some audio checks. You know, we're flowing by the time. Time is not running out, but you know, time is running out actually. Is that what I meant to say? Yeah. Time is running out. You know, but I guess we are going to track it. Yeah, why not? You know, we can track it. Track it, by track it I mean we can utilize it more properly than what I was doing before. I mean, this is still content. If there is nothing still, I mean, there is a lot still. There is a lot actually. If we get everybody in the picture, we have a lot of months of work attached into this. Nobody just flying around just like that. You know, nobody's walking around, talking around just like that. We have all come from a certain time, and we are going to a certain place as well, you know. So whatever is right now, it's all good energy, but we got to flow out of this and move out. As in, I just want to get my music out, man, and I'm thinking of a way to do that in a not really a very profound way, but just in the most simplest way possible, without getting too much complexity involved. Like I mentioned, you know, we have more to cover than I thought it would be as easy, but there is actually some work that needs to be done, you know, but we can do it slowly. It's not like we have to hurry. But I also need to be at a good pace, you know. I don't want to be I don't want to be juggling too much information at the same time. So today's topic is nothing about what I was talking yesterday, or just a summary of what I was talking yesterday. Because I checked out the recording and it seemed like it wasn't clear enough. So I'm trying to just, be a little more clear today and see if I can direct, the audio waves into the mic correctly. If that makes sense. So, yeah, I think we're done talking about the sun and the moon for now. But it's just, ideal. As in, I was talking about n number of worlds that could have a different planetary system, like the sun and the moon. But um, how about having n number of worlds of the same planetary system, but just with different outcomes, is what I mean. So I'm going to talk in more detail about what I mean right now, but I just wanted to use this as a marker, as a marking point, so that later I can pick up this ideology and, expand it a little more, which is a number of worlds of the same planetary system, yeah. But of course, there are a number of worlds of different planetary systems as well. And who knows what else, we haven't even reached the microbes yet. I mean, the the microscopic world that we cannot see, that is what. And of course, there are things larger than what we can see in the entire spectrum. It's just like sound, sound is like in the middle. If you lower down your vibrations as too low, like if you take a bass guitar and if you play the lowest string on the bass guitar, and if you just keep going lower and lower and lower, then you wouldn't hear anything after a while. That's because, the vibrations would not reach your sound spectrum. So, I mean, not only as you go low, even if you go high, if you go high in the higher frequency and keep going higher and higher and higher, then you will reach a point after which you won't be able to hear anything, which is what the audio spectrum is, We're talking about, I don't want to get too physical or educational right now about these things, but I have had to deal with it, being a musician, dealing with audio waves and editing sound, but not like it is now. Now I'm editing things, in the video editor mode, which is a little different. I don't have to deal with delay pedals and distortion pedals or, different type of effects. But what I'm dealing with right now is, just the volume levels and matching my sound to the video, getting some content in the four corners of the screen, that is what I'm up to right now. But we can get into those things later on as and when time passes by. But just to get into the intro, I think this covers up a good part of the introduction or the intro phase of what my channel is about. I mean, there is a lot more that will be coming in, hopefully. I mean, I already have it planned and designed. I know I have to be a little more clearer, is what I'm trying to remind myself. So, what was it that I wanted to talk about more? Let me just give the second round. Because we have it once in a while. And And these guys are good as so that's what they do sometimes. They're all gone at once. I mean, what coordination? It's not to say that you probably might have seen an eagle somewhere, but they're all around here somewhere. But that's good. I like it how it is sometimes. But did the video run out? Oh, no, it's still on. I thought it ran out, but it's still on. And how about the audio? I'm just doing this only so that I don't want to lose any of this content. I want to keep it running. I want to keep it move. I want to keep it flowing. I want to keep it moving. As long as we have something to talk about. And I always have something to talk about. It's just that right now, I'm trying to think of a general topic that can leave you thinking for today. So I was thinking of picking up on any of these, famous philosophers, so we call, just so we know what kind of a mindset that we have and we share. It's not just the mindset, it's kind of the state of mind, I would say. So let's pick up Newton. You want to pick up Newton? So we know about Isaac Newton, right? I mean, we all know Newton, the person who discovered gravity, or discovered gravity. Okay, cool. So what I wanted to point out was that, discovering gravity is cool, but how about noticing? I mean, I think we had a story, something like an apple that fell on his head, or something that he was, struck with when he was lying down or sitting under a tree. Yeah. So how about, that he could have figured out when it was raining, but how about, if he noticed that the apple itself, as to look at how well it fits in your hand. Isn't that something to notice? I mean, an apple could have been as big as a human, but it's not as big as a human, it's as big as your hand. So how does the apple know that a human is going to eat it? Because it could have been bigger. So what I'm trying to actually say is that, there are more things to notice than you actually are hearing about or seeing. It all depends on your own mind as to what you notice and what you come out of it. Because there is no certain one truth or one explanation as to how things exist. But there are plenty of meanings, and all of them are encrypted in such a form, that only intelligence can see it. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about today, but I know this is some good information. That, just take the size of the apple. I'm picking up sizes, I don't know why. But yeah, just pick up the size of the apple. And just notice how well it fits in your hand, And just not the apple. Just consider any fruit and see how well they all fit in your hand, or how come they're all edible, I mean, I would agree that the pumpkin is rather large, but still they are edible. They are easy to process, using the right tools, right? So how come all these vegetables and fruits know that, they are going to be eaten? So they have to be of the right size, to be consumable. So that is something to wonder about. The gravity thing, yeah, I get it. You know, um, I get the gravity thing for sure. So there are more things to notice. But anyway, I'm going to close this here. Closing audio in 1, 2, 3, 4.